Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. This video is going to be different than the ones I usually post, and I would like to talk about childhood, and not childhood in general, but I noticed, I realized that as a child I was a better person than an adult. I don't know if you feel the same, but I know that's the case. When I was a child, I was more sincere, less fake. I didn't have to be fake at all. I could be myself. I don't know how you were. I didn't have to hide. I would just, give my life for an acquaintance. I would fight for what was right. Fist fight. Didn't matter. I was more genuine. That's the word, genuine. Then I wondered, what changed? What changed me? And I think what changed, and I think that could be valid for you too, maybe not, but I would suspect it is. It's your direct experience with assholes. Not with life, with other people. And you might think, okay, well, if I was a good person, how did I meet the bad people? And then I had to adjust so I don't get hurt. So I had to fight with bad people, and I had to become a little bit more fake, a little bit more of a weasel, less genuine, scared to express certain feelings, ideas, because of the repercussions that were delivered by some bad people. So how did we get here? Who are those bad people, because they are, that we encountered in our lives that made us become worse people in order not to be hurt or not to stay in line forever or, being bossed around? So we had to adapt to bad people. And it's not life per se. Life is the same for everyone. But it could be, the things that are variable in life that are of negative impact are the people. Not that it's raining outside. You can take it and say, well, it rains for me, it rains for him as well. The problem is how we react to this. He's going to come and try to take my umbrella that I work for. Therefore, I have to learn how to run, how to fight, how to weasel myself out. What am I supposed to do? Armor myself to be an evil person because he's going to try to take my property? See, the rain is there. If it's rain over there, I want to try to somehow get away from the rain. I'm going to build a hut. I'm going to go in a cave. I'm going to find some cover. The problem is when someone else comes and wants to take that from you, then you become, if you don't become, how should they put it, a worse person, that will be taken from you. And you're going to be a sucker. So you have to toughen up, they call it. But toughen up is nothing than being violent, aggressive, and bad. So who are these people who prompted us to change into something bad? What prompted them to be bad? Because if you go like this, say someone else. Okay, but someone else. How did it originate? Because somewhere it was the first one. How did the first one become bad? Well, I think could be one of my conclusions. It's a person who is stronger and thinks and can get away with just taking something from someone else. And then by doing that, not being honest, not being, I'm on my own thing, creates this circle. I'm going to attack you, I'm going to take your property, you're going to resent me, you're going to become bad, you're going to do the same thing to others. Or you try to do it to the bad guy, and you're going to have fights and all that. So you got two people, from one bad person who wanted to, let's say, take his woman. He's going to fight for it. He's going to lose. He's going to be sour. But it's going to be a worse person unless he's a tard. And say, okay, he got my woman, now they're going to, and I'm just going to be, all right? I'm just making it like that. But you know, that kind of relationship is not based on that. But initially, it was based on that, all right? I feel attracted, that was it. Then the animalic testosterone need. And, you know, that was the beginning. So I'm talking about the beginning. How did we become like this? Those people. And then I believe, and I believe it's science that proves of epigenetics. Look into it if you are not aware of that. The traits are transmitted. So that means evilness is transmitted and suckerness is again transmitted. If you're a sucker all your life, your children will be suckers. According to epigenetics, that's a big probability. And so on. What I'm trying to say is life is not bad. Life is as it is. Like you can't cry that there's a sun or it's raining or, you know, a tiger attacks you or a wolf tries to eat you. You can't be upset about it because that's nature. Nature just does things. But we become worse because of other people. The problem is when these people have the power to be in charge of you, then what? What are you going to do? So, I don't know, I'm just talking about this aspect of our change. I'm not talking about the catcher in the rye now, you know. Let's stop everybody from growing up, therefore we're just going to remain, you know, innocent and all that. I'm not talking about that, but I'm trying to figure out who are those people and how their impotence generated them to change their behavior in a I take it from you. Basically, that's where it starts. I take it from someone else. Because if they would be alone, they will not become assholes. They become assholes only when they are in groups with other people. Because if you take the worst person in the world, the worst, and let's say he's not going to live among people anymore, you wouldn't even know if that person is evil or not. Because he doesn't have the host, which is other people, to try to do something bad. He's going to be himself with nature, and he's going to lose against nature. And then he's not going to be bad with himself because he's, you know what I mean? That shows a little bit of masochism. So, you see, weak people or people who are just trying to, I don't even want to say, because you know, morality is invented by us, by this and that, but it's hard when you look back in your life and you look at your childhood, maybe your teenage years, maybe when you were a young adult, and you think, I changed a lot. Well, you didn't change a lot, maybe. You just adjusted. And yet that's a change. But you adjusted, and I think you became a worse person. I'm not talking about you. I can talk about me. And worse person that I'm not genuine as I used to be. I'm not open as I used to be. And I think these are defects now. But if you don't use them, they will really be defects. Now they're assets. They're assets if you use sneakiness, lying, being this and that. Now they're assets, qualities, skills. That's how they're called. But they're skills just because you meet other people that are of a different kind. People that make you keep your guard up. Because if you would meet good people, probably you will feel instinctually that you can take advantage of them. And you're going to be the first one that I mentioned, being the one that's going to take from them. Well, just sharing a few thoughts. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.